Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. So, are we in the home stretch, or will that be the week of the release of the movie? I don't know, but I am excited. It's March. We're into it. It's finally here. The month that the movie releases. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. We're all looking forward to it. We're still seeing more stuff. We expected that the final trailer that we saw, I had already said that I wasn't sure we were going to get any more. Then we got another trailer. Now, they've recently just released another clip where we see Batman getting thrown around, and seems to be the beginning of the throwdown between Batman and Superman. DC, Warner Brothers just released a thing where you can vote and win a prize package related to the hero that you've chosen in terms of who will win, which I don't think either will actually win, which, as I've said before, means a loss for Superman, even if they tie. Because if you tie a mortal man, even if he's dressed as a bat, that means you're not necessary to have around, because the mortal man can do whatever it is that you were going to do that we thought we needed a Superman for. So, I, of course, voted for Superman. He's way behind Batman. It's as if he doesn't even exist. So, go on there and vote. You can probably go to WarnerBrothers.com, or you can check out this link right here. And go ahead and vote. Try and get Superman up there if you really want to vote for Batman, either because you're a disgruntled Superman fan and you realize that Batman is always going to be first in the eyes of the WB until Superman becomes their number one guy again, which I don't see happening anytime soon, since everybody loves this dark thing, and everybody's got to be nasty and mean. Even in the new movie, we see lots of scenes of Superman looking mean, acting mean, being mean. So when kids see this, they just see the guy brooding down the hallway and tearing off Ben Affleck's cowl. They don't see they don't know that that's a nightmare sequence. Then they hear about him breaking Zod's neck in the other movie, and they go, oh, I guess Superman's not a nice guy. I just read another article that tickets on release day, February 29th, when they first went on sale, didn't sell the amount that executives were expecting, so it's going to be performing below expectations, which is, of course, a skewed viewpoint from someone who doesn't expect this film to do as well as probably his Marvel preferences do. Because WB hasn't released any numbers, WB hasn't released any expectations, which is the smart thing to do, because you can only look bad, or I guess you can look accurate. You're never going to look like a genius, because if you get it right, they're just going to go, okay, well, you got it right. It's kind of like Superman tying Batman, or winning against Batman. There's really no win. If he loses, it's bad. If he wins, it's bad. If he ties, it's bad. Same here. If Warner Brothers were to release figures, they could only hurt themselves by looking like they failed, or they can just kind of look like they knew, or they'd fail the other way by being way wrong. I guess they could win there. So if they release figures and say $100 million, and then it makes $200 million opening weekend, then they'd look like heroes. But they haven't done that. Other rival studios, other places have guessed, have estimated, have looked at it. You know, there are so many different buying ticket formats. There are these packages. There are these $100, you can see the movie every single time, every single day of its release if you want, things that they've got to take into account somehow. I don't know how they do it, but that would be, if they sold all those, they were 1,000 limited, it'd be 100,000 in tickets sold just from those. Last I looked, they were still available, which doesn't really surprise me, because it's kind of a large amount, especially in a day and age where the movies come out pretty quickly now. You know, I saw the Burton Batman 7 times. It was a movie I saw the most times in the theater, and the reason for that was because I loved it. It was a superhero movie. It was taken seriously. It was gritty. It was Batman. I liked it. And because at that time, it took like 2 years for a movie to come out, and it cost 30 or 40 or 50 bucks or whatever it was. So I went to the movies lots of times, because I wanted to get my fill of it then, because then it would take a while for me to get a chance at it again. Nowadays, it's 2 months or something. Movie's out on video. Lots of different versions are out now. You can get it digitally, and a lot of times, sometimes it's not a good thing for the industry. The movie's online the day of release or something. Somebody's leaked it. You don't want to watch a leaked copy. Don't do that. Anyway, the other thing that's exciting now is fans are starting to get their vouchers for returning to wherever it was they saw the IMAX trailer back in April, almost a year ago, where we got an extra 2 seconds of footage, and the rest looked exactly the same as what had leaked before, and I think that hurt their whole event that they were planning, because they weren't planning on releasing the trailer until after the people who went to the special event saw it. But we got some posters, we got some promises that we were going to get some vouchers. Time was going on, and I was wondering where this voucher was, and Monday, February 29th, Comic Book Superman's birthday, I got mine. So I have my voucher. I'll be going Monday, March 21st at 10 p.m. Kind of an odd time, but I guess they have to put it outside the other releases that are out since the movie isn't actually released right then. So I'll be seeing it a few days early at the place I saw the IMAX screening of the trailer. And I will do a Great Scott on my attendance of the event, because I assume it'll be a sold-out theater, and I assume it'll be fans that all went to the event that have a stake in one way or the other, most of whom were Batman fans when I went to the event and said Batman was going to win, and that it was silly to even put Superman in the same movie because Batman is so much better. Which I guess isn't that much different from what I do with Superman, although I tend to think I have some logic behind it, not just, well, Batman's cool, so he's going to win. It just doesn't make sense to me the other way, the way they are saying. Anyway, I like the idea of people cheering in a theater, people being really into it, and I'm hoping all the Bat fans will be won over, and we'll have new Superman fans who still like Batman as their favorite, because I like Batman as well, and we'll have a great time, and I'll talk about it on Great Scott that week. And then the movie will release Friday the 25th, and the following week I'll have my review after having seen the movie several times. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, if there's even a 1% chance that you're not going to watch this show, how do you know who I am?